Last year, Dogs Trust Rehoming Centre in Leeds found new owners for 1,255 dogs. In the majority of cases, these animals would have been put to sleep if Dogs Trust hadn't stepped in. At times, canine carer Joy finds it heartbreaking.
I get very involved with them, and sometimes I go home in tears at night just thinking about that poor dog and just wishing I had room in my home to take it in. But I know that they do get the best attention that they can while they're in kennels here. It would just be nice if more people would be able to give all our dogs homes.
But for two dogs at Dogs Trust, it's their lucky day, as they should be going home. Boomer, a 4-year-old Collie cross, has had a very difficult life so far.
Boomer's had a really hard time. You can see Boomer is very, very underweight, has a bit of a skin problem as well. So he's going to need a lot of tender love and attention, but he probably will be quite hard work in those early days. The amazing thing with Boomer is that he's got the most fantastic nature, very, very gentle, which is amazing considering everything that Boomer's been through.
Eddie, a Jack Russel terrier, is also going to new owners. He's had 2 homes in the last year, so Amanda wants to make sure they get it right.
Eddie's a cheeky chap. I mean, he's a terrier. Terriers are quite lively. Sometimes people look at small dogs and think, oh, I'll have a small dog because they don't need as much exercise, or I've only got a small house or garden. But to be honest, often terrier, especially Jack Russel types, they actually need more exercise and are more demanding than perhaps some of your larger dogs.
But before potential owners can take a dog home, they must attend an adoption chat. This is their last chance to really think about what they're taking on. Amanda would rather they drop out now than return a dog at a later date.
Unfortunately, the dogs don't think to themselves, thank goodness these people are taking me home and taking me somewhere nice. As far as they're concerned, it's just another upheaval in what's been a very stressful time. So please be prepared for mishaps and accidents, and maybe some hard work in those early days.
Meanwhile, canine carer James has some more good news. Just 2 days after being rescued from the stray kennels in Bradford, Kev the Shih Tzu has a new home.
It is really quick, but for the type of dog like he is, a lot of people are after that sort of dog. He's small, he's cute. He's one of the sort of dogs that people come with a preconceived idea, and it just happens to be that we have got a Shih Tzu in. So that's how he's got home so quickly. And the family, from what I've been told, the family fell in love with him as soon as they saw him.
Kev's new owners are Jeff and Judith, who have recently returned to England after living in Spain. They've decided it's time to get a new dog, and Kev caught their eyes straight away.
We took him out for about an hour yesterday, walked about, and played with him. We've had a Shih Tzu before, so we know the temperament. And I say he's just a lovely dog.
In fact, Jeff and Judith love everything about Kev, apart from his name.
I think we're going to change it. We're not sure.
I think we're going to change Kev.
We're going to go through a few names and see if he recognises one, because he doesn't recognise Kev.
But before Kev can leave Dogs Trust, he needs to see the vet. His fur is so badly matted he can hardly see out of his left eye. There's just time for one last cuddle before Kev is taken off for treatment.
We'll just try and do him under a sedative. If he starts getting terribly excited, all right, we may need to go a bit further, but all right.
In the next episode, will Boomer ever get a new home?
When I went through the pre-adoption talk with her and the work involved with the house training, she gave it a little bit more thought and decided that perhaps Boomer wasn't the dog for her.
And how will Kev respond to treatment?
The claws, in some cases, were almost stuck together, and the actual nails had grown, on a couple of his claws, had grown right round and were almost encroaching back into the pad underneath.